Have you ever taken an ink blot test? Let's try one. What does this look like to you? If you said upside down elephant, you are right. And wrong. This is actually a voting district drawn by politicians in Texas. A voting district is a geographic area where everyone votes together to elect one representative. Texas is not the only state where politicians draw absurdly shaped maps to benefit themselves and their parties. This practice, called gerrymandering, has been happening all over the country. The term gerrymander was coined in 1812 when Massachusetts Governor Elbridge Gerry approved a map of voting districts for the state favoring his party. The map included a district that resembled a salamander, thus creating a gerrymander. Today, more than 30 states, the ones shown here in red, allow state legislators to draw the voting district maps used to elect state legislators and members of Congress. So what's wrong with politicians drawing voting district maps? When state legislators draw voting district maps, they can group voters so that they, their buddies, and their political parties stay in power, whether or not they have the majority.
It's like the fox designing the walls for the henhouse.
To see how easy it is for state legislators to draw maps to favor themselves and their party, we're gonna play Let's Gerrymander. Let's pretend our state is made up of 50 voters and we want to draw 5 voting districts with 10 in each district. Let's start easy and draw 5 districts where 30 voters support the dark blue party and 20 support the light blue party. Now for round 2 of Let's Gerrymander! Imagine the dark blue party controls the state legislature and wants to draw the voting districts so that their party wins all the seats. Yay! Dark blue will win all the seats. Poor light blue. 40% of people get no representation. And now for the grand finale of Let's Gerrymander! Imagine the light blue party once held the majority in the state legislature. Now they no longer have the support of the majority of voters, but they want to stay in power. Light blue could draw the maps to ensure that they win the majority of seats, 3 out of 5, even though they have a minority of voters. %40 of voters vote light blue, but the party wins 60% of the seats. Yay, light blue! Boo, democracy. But does this really happen? Oh yes, the Brennan Center for Justice found that in states where Republicans draw maps, their candidates won 53% of the vote, but took 72% of congressional seats. And in states where Democrats drew maps, their candidates won 54% of the vote, but took more than 71% of seats. These shenanigans affect who wins elections in state legislatures too. That means state legislatures draw maps to elect state legislatures, who draw maps to elect state legislatures, and on and on and on. Even worse, gerrymandering has been used to steal political power from people of color, especially black citizens. For example, historically black North Carolina A&T University has more than 10,000 students, enough to elect a member of Congress of their choosing. But North Carolina legislators split the campus in half, placing those voters in 2 separate districts that were majority white. So how do we stop this madness? Research suggests that fair maps are more likely to be drawn when we take control out of the hands of politicians and give it to citizens. 3/4 of Republicans, Democrats, and independents support making this change. But it won't be easy. Those in power have little incentive to make this change, so we, the people, have to do it. And we need to do it now. After the 2020 U.S. Census, every state will be drawing new voting maps to equalize the number of people in each district. This only happens once every 10 years. So now is the time to make sure we, the people, rather than politicians, are drawing the new maps. Hey, give me that. Thanks for caring about our democracy. I'm Elizabeth Rusch, author of this new book, You Call This Democracy: How to Fix Our Government and Deliver Power to the People. Tune in to learn about more stupid features of our democracy and no-brainer fixes.